So using these criteria makes it a lot less risky to get into stocks. Instead of getting into stocks like, well, oh, this is a good company, I'm going to buy it. Well, if you say that without looking at the trends, you might be buying right here and then taking a write down. Let's try to find some buying opportunities in the stock market. There are a few today. Tesla is up $7.43, almost 4%. Closed at 199.40. Post-market down a little bit. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. Last week, we had the buy impulse. Remember last Thursday we had it. Then we came a little bit low. So some of you might have been stop lost like I have. But then things stabilize for the rest of the week, it stabilized pretty well. And now we have another official buy impulse, this time with a real stochastic at 86. We always want stochastic at 60 in order to justify buying into a stock. That's one of our three criteria. So we have it and we have broken back 194.35. So, this is a buy. This is another buy right here. Based on our criteria, the same criteria that we have been using in the past right here. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. You sell when you want to sell, but at least you know when to buy. So we have the MACD breakover a long time ago. We had that stochastic at 50. I'm going to put my green thumb up for the MI. This is going to take a little bit of a while. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is even Steven. At least it is maintaining itself lower than where it was last week. A 10-year bond. The 10-year bond cannot go higher than 4.328. We like it to go down so that the stock market has some chance to go higher. US dollar also caving down. We're down 0.18%. We like seeing this. Let's take a look at our stock indices. Dow Jones, a little bit of a pullback today, but we are still bullish because we are into our bullish channel. S&P 500, we broke outside of our big channel. This is the big channel right here. We came outside of it last week. Now we are caving in a little bit. This should be green. Everything that is supporting the price is green. NASDAQ, the same thing. This is still bullish. Let's look at our EV stocks right now. BYD, boom, right here. We have another buy impulse right here. We have stochastic over 60. We came outside of our downward channel. That's the second criteria. The third criteria is that we have broken a horizontal resistance. So then we are not cut into just a sideways move. This one is a buy impulse. You do what you want, but if you wanted to get into BYD, that might be the time. Rivian still into a downward channel. This is the downward channel. This is the downward channel. But now we are towards the bottom of the channel. And when we get to the bottom of the channel, we tend to go higher. So right now we had a big move down. So maybe we are going to go higher. This is not the time yet, but it's just interesting that it wants to bounce, We don't have stochastic over 60 and, there's a bunch of stuff that we don't have. So this is not a buy yet. Xpeng is pretty cheap at $9, huh? It went as high as 23, went as low as 770 not too long ago. We have stochastic over 60 right now. And, we can say that we have a buy right here because we broke our downward channel resistance. It's a diagonal one. Then we also just recently, in fact, today broke a horizontal resistance at 883. And that horizontal resistance right here was keeping us lower right here in, towards the end of January until mid-February. So it kept us low. The first move above 883 was basically an imbalance between the buyers and sellers, and the buyers were winning. And we just stayed below this downward diagonal resistance, and we had to break it, and this all happened today. So if you want to buy this one, Xpeng is good, and also BYD are good. So using these criteria makes it a lot less risky to get into stocks. Instead of getting into stocks like, well, oh, this is a good company, I'm going to buy it. Well, if you say that without looking at the trends, you might be buying right here and then taking a write down. So we never do that on this channel because we are looking at the trend We are looking at the trend. And if the trend is going down, we are not interested. We wait until the trend breaks. And then we wait until it stops going sideways, and we wait until it starts going. So we have de-risked a whole lot. It does not work all the time, but it works a whole lot better than just saying, this is a great stock, I'm going to get in. Boom. Neo, not ready at all. Let's take a look at the Magnificent Seven. So Apple is at least maintaining 180.24. So this means that we have buyers right here. We have buyers that are pushing it up. We have a downward resistance right here, a downward channel. So we would need to break 187 because we could be getting stuck under 187.08. So we need to wait for that at least, and stochastic over 60. This is not the time yet. Amazon wants to break above 175.27. If it does, then this is going to be a buy also. So we are just waiting for that. Google, I don't know what's happened to Google, but big move down, and this is not the time to buy. And we have just broken our big bullish channel, so this is not looking too good for Google. Meta, I know, very close to breaking 185.79. If it breaks it, you know what to do. Microsoft is still in the congestion zone. NVIDIA, after the move we had last week, breaking 746. Now we are caving in a little bit. ARM, we have a break right here. Look at stochastic at 81. Everything else is positive in terms of indicators. And we have just broken today 137.35. So this is a buy impulse again. So we are finding quite a few. Palantir, nothing new here. This is just going sideways. AMD going sideways. Gold going sideways. Silver even going down. Bitcoin. We were stuck right here at 52,706. We were stuck there, and look at this. Boom. Just broke it. Nice time to get in. Ripple going sideways. Neo battery material weakening. So I should have gotten out of that one today, but was too busy. And Novomont Graphite maintaining itself quite well. Support is at 251. If it goes below 251, I'm definitely out. But so far, it's maintaining itself. Let's hope that it gets another bounce and start reaching 310 soon. And another one right here, Novonix Limited. We had a buy impulse last Thursday. We had a pullback, but now we are above it also. So it's very dangerous to get sidetracked. It can do something like this until it finds a support and really starts to go. Give it a little bit of leeway, this one. So if you buy above 231, try to suffer it maybe until 220 at least, because it can be a little bit volatile, or 218. That would be my advice. So yes, it was about time before Tesla launched a little bit. So let's hope that we continue. Where can we go? We should be doing something like this until we start reaching 217 something, where we are going to have a hard time breaking maybe this downward resistance right here. We are going to test it very soon if we continue. So, you can keep it until 215. Then if you want to sell some covered calls, you can get them this week outside of 217.65. So maybe this is good. Not too bad. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.